Welcome to DWBI Adda channel. Please subscribe for latest training videos.
Good morning. Welcome back to Seaborn video tutorial. Data visualization is one of the important subjects of data analysis. It is our primary goal to visualize our data more intuitively. In this session, we are planning to visualize the relationship among different variables using multiple plots. Let's directly go to the main topic. Sometimes, due to the complexity of the relationship among variables in the dataset, we need to represent them in multiple plots. These are also known as small multiples or lattice plots. They are really effective to detect both overall patterns and deviations from those patterns. These lattice plots are more effective than one complex plot. In this left plot, we have accommodated four variables: tip, total bill, smoker and time, where smoker is represented by colors and time is represented by markers. Let's consider this top orange circle. It represents that a person came to dinner and he was a smoker, and against his total bill of $50, he gave $10 as tip. Using this plot, it's really hard to understand all the variables and their patterns. Let us consider this lattice plot. We have two separate plots for lunch and dinner. So it is clear that we had more customers at the dinner time, and the average tip and total bill was in between this range. This lattice plot is very easy to understand. We have already worked with real plots and most of its parameters. In this specific session, we will introduce some parameters. Those are directly related to lattice plots. We set categorical variables on row and col parameters. Those will determine the faceting of the grid. Simply, the classes of the col variable will be displayed column-wise, and similarly the classes of a row variable will be displayed row-wise. Col wrap will wrap the column variable. We can set specific number of columns and system will adjust this using the rows. We can set the height of the facet using this height parameter. Finally, aspect will determine the aspect ratio of each facet. Generally, aspect into height will be equal to the width of the facet. Now, we are going to Jupyter and continue there. Similar to our previous session, first we import Seaborn library. Now, we load tips dataset into tips local variable. Tips dataset contains total 6 variables, and of them total bill, tip and size are numeric and others are categorical variables. We will generate our first lattice plots using this RealPlot function. We are taking time variable in col parameter, which has two classes, lunch and dinner. If we execute this, it will generate two plots, one for each class of the col variable. Let's execute it. So it generates two plots. The size of the facet will be adjusted automatically by the number of classes available in col parameter. To work with more complex scenario, we are going to load fMRI dataset. It has 5 variables, and of them time point and signal are numeric variables and others are categorical variables. Now we are planning to generate lattice plots using both col and row parameters. In col variable, we have two classes, stem and queue, and they will be organized column-wise. The row variable also contains two classes, frontal and parietals, so they will be organized row-wise. Let's execute this. So the event stem is in first column and queue is in second column. Similar to this, parietal is in first row and frontal is in second row. And for each pair of event and region, we got lines for 14 different subjects mentioned in hue. We can change the facet height using this height parameter. If we change this, the height of the facet will be changed. In this final section, we will deal with more complex scenario. We are taking subject in call parameter and it contains 14 different classes. If we execute this, it will generate 14 plots only for frontal region and there will be 2 lines for 2 different event classes. Let's execute this. So we have total 14 plots. We can set the number of column using this column wrap parameter. Let's set 6 on it. Now we have 6 columns in the plot. This aspect is the ratio between height and width. If we change this to 2, the width will be double of the height. Finally, we can change the width of the line using this line width parameter. Let's change it. The width of the line has changed. So we are done with Jupyter. Let's return to the presentation. In this session, we have displayed the relationship among variables using multiple plots. That's all for today. See you in the next tutorials.